What I will talk about online is one of
Yes.
Netflix's shows that they've produced. Their reality show, Love is Blind.
So fucking
The
good.
season finale dropped on Friday, which I'm super stoked about. And it's interesting that they've brought the reunion on so close as well. So yeah, the reunion will post next
they're on
Friday.
this one.
Yeah.
I'm
So
so interested to see
Yeah.
the reunion.
I want to hear what Shayna has to say for herself. Because she's a garbage fucking person. Garbage.
If Natalie doesn't stand up and say that bitch Shayna Baskin, I don't know what.
That bitch Shayna Baskin.
So our conclusion episode had all of the weddings. Last week we were definitely left with a cliffhanger of Danielle and Nick's wedding and whether or not he was going to say yes. What did you guys think about that?
I thought he was going to say no. I thought he was going to nope out of that so fast. Like her insecurities, I thought he was going to fucking take off.
Yeah, I thought he was going to say no for a minute there too.
So apparently the day that they filmed that, it was 105 degrees outside. So that was why he was sweating so bad.
I was wondering why he was
They were
sweating
both.
so
I mean,
much.
she was the same way as him. And I looked at puzzled and I go, this is why I say March or September for an outdoor wedding. And that's
a sore topic. Sore topic. Yeah, I thought her vows to him were really, really nice. And then, they got married and I was kind of like, like they weren't like the couple I was rooting for,
Yeah.
I was rooting for him, but I also think she's a complete psycho. So
I think she just has a lot of insecurity.
Needs some therapy.
Yeah.
She does need some therapy.
Needs some therapy.
Be mentally healthy.
But I think and I think if they work on that together and he's willing to have the patience, because we did see him kind of lose patience, and I won't fault him for that because she did push him so hard on a lot of those instances. Mm-hmm. But if they're willing to work on it together, I think they're going to be amazing.
You know who?
Yeah, the two couples that did get married were the only ones I thought would get married.
Yeah.
I thought I made it.
So 2 of the couples did say I do, one being Danielle and Nick, and the other one was Jarrett and Ayana. Bless you, baby girl.
All I can say is that they are probably the couple that are going to make it. As long as he doesn't do anything stupid, they seem like they have a connection that will take them all the way.
Jared and Ayana?
Yeah.
I really
just like their vibe. Mm-hmm. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, their vibe, like, together is just so great. Like, they had genuine fun together, especially at their wedding. You look at the other people, and they're like, I'm just here because I'm contractually obligated to be here.
You could tell they were both there for each other.
Yeah.
They were very playful. They were very friendly. They seemed like they actually enjoyed each other's company. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of our couples.
She's such a little weirdo.
Yes, I love her. She made me laugh all the time. Bruh. Ayana, like, she was so funny.
Her, bruh, stop.
I can't stand you.
Those are perfect. It was the exact kind of playful banter that I expected from them, but I really hope that Jarrett gets into a lot of heat over the shit that he said to Mallory and has apologized.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I said that last time. I mean, about season 1 too.
Yeah, but think about like the shit that you went through in the first month of your relationship, right? Like you have insecurities on both sides. You have, you're still trying to figure things out. So I never faulted him. I mean, he danced with the line, but I don't think he ever crossed the line in his conversation with Mallory.
Yeah.
As I said, like, there was no, I never loved her. You were always the one. Like, There, but you could tell there was the like,
What if?
did we miss out on? Yeah, what if
Yeah.
what did we miss out on?
Yeah.
And you know, after knowing your fiance for a week, I could see where that's a
Fair.
little acceptable.
Yeah. Speaking of Mallory, I was really proud of Sal. He was so respectful in how he addressed her family and was just like, this is what it is. Like, I can't do this. And I think she was just kind of like, oh, I'm here. I got myself here. I need to see it through. And I don't think she was really being honest with him. Like, she started laying ultimatums on him. Like, one more thing and I'm done, or this is over.
Yeah. And it's like, what happened didn't... It didn't affect her directly. Indirectly, yes. But it's not like the ex came up to her and was like berating her. You know, she just heard about it through the grapevine. Yeah. So I was like, how are you going to give an ultimatum over that?
It's not like he sat at the bar with his ex and flirted and had drinks while she was standing with her friends behind him.
Yeah.
You know? Like...
Looking at you, Mal.
I always thought she had one foot in, one foot out, and she was always looking for the reason not like I said, Sal was always that like her dream guy, but you just because you dream something doesn't mean that's always what you want, right?
Yeah, she never treated him like the dream guy. She just said he was
like guy. When he serenaded her, right? Like every girl thinks about being serenaded and, you know, having that moment. And I think that was one of the moments where she started to care for him. But at the end of the day, she was just like, oh, well, that was nice. You know, like that happened. What now?
Yeah.
I don't think it was a life-changing moment that she anticipated.
I think she was pissed at him for saying no. Like her attitude and the way they talked to each other afterwards. Like I was like, how can you like feel like you weren't on the same page? You were giving him mixed signals the entire time.
Like what did you expect?
Sal was very respectable and he's a very honorable man, and I know that he'll find somebody for him. And same with her, like that's better aligned. But let's talk about Shake and Deeps.
Oh yeah.
So
God.
Yeah.
I was like, go Deeps, say no.
So proud of her.
Yeah.
That was fucked up of him. He's like, cool, let's party.
He had a safe face. He looked really dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he took it a lot harder than he was gonna show.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that was she wasn't gonna let him coming back to it, like we've talked before, he was used to disrespecting women, and she wasn't gonna let him disrespect her.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like looking back, like on Deeps as a person, like she tolerated who he was at the service to see what was deeper there. And when they had discussions, like they never got to like the Natalie and Shane type of like level, like of arguments or fighting, or even like Nick and Danielle. She empathized with him and was like, I get that, and this is what I'm feeling. And I just think she's a beautiful person inside and out, and I hope she finds someone for her.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely because she recognized where he was coming from, because they were very similar coming to America, finding the blondes attractive. So she's like, cool, I'm willing to work past this and work with you if you are willing to work with me and work past it as well. And I don't think he ever did get past it, because he was telling everybody who could, I ain't got no physical attraction to her. She's my aunt. Bro.
I still swear to this day that the first night they were going at it, she slipped a finger up where made him uncomfortable, and that was it.
What, 2 knuckles deep or 1 knuckle deep?
Alan knows what's up.
Look, I've been watching a lot of Letterkenny, okay? This is a constant topic of conversation for Squirrely Dan.
You just watched an episode where they had to get their prostates checked, and the sister with like an ex showed them what it was like to have a pap smear. They're like, it's not that bad. Just go get it done.
Yeah.
But yeah, it ended exactly how I thought it would end, and I'm so looking forward to the reunion. Like, I've seen like a Deepti come out and talk about like watching what Shake had said about her in the mini confessionals, and she's like, that's not how you speak about someone that you care about, much less like a friend, really. Like, she's like, I can't. It's just, I wish him the best, but obviously I said no for a reason. And her mom was so proud of her. Like, you could totally see it in her face of she chose her her happiness, and we stand that.
Yeah.
So.
I wasn't surprised that she said no. I was surprised at the way fucking Shake reacted afterwards. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
I
thought he had a lot of character development.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
And some self-reflection, and at the end it kind of like,
He just reverted.
well, that yeah.
I was a little surprised at Natalie saying no. Because before we'd heard about their fight the night before, like, if we hadn't heard about the fight, then I've been like, what is going on, girlfriend? But I'm honestly really proud of her for saying no.
Yeah.
Especially after that
Well,
fight. Like,
but
no,
it-
you don't let someone
Even
talk to you
then,
that
she
way.
said no to the marriage, but she didn't say no to him.
Yeah.
Right. They have like stuff to work on. But I think too, like, Shane is very childish. Like, anytime it got difficult, he said things that were, you know, like really rude, or he walked away from the situation. And it's just like, dude, you gotta man up. Like, you know, you're you want to be called pretty and dance around your feelings all the time. That's not what a relationship is. Like, at all. Like, yeah, you be considerate and you're not mean to them. Like, Natalie was kind of mean to him, but at the same time, like, you're fishing for compliments in places where you're really just trying to get to know each other, not just like flatter you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's
it's
why
annoying,
Natalie
like,
it's
so mean to
annoying.
him. Yeah.
Right. And like, he told her, like, I hate you. I wish I never met you. Like, that's extreme. That's a really extreme thing to say at your age.
And kudos to Natalie, because I don't think if the person who is supposed to be my partner ever said that to me, I'd been like, cool, I'm out of your life, bro. Like, you ain't got to worry about it anymore.
Ah, okay, so easy out. I got you.
Keep in the ring.
I mean, he gave it to you. That's yours.
Yes.
What do they call that? That's your dowry.
That's her. Yeah. I gave Norma her dowry.
What?
You keep the ring.
You gave her.
Isn't your dowry paid out by your parents?
Yeah, it's
Are you
paid out by the
supposed- are-
father.
Aren't you supposed to buy me from my father? It's not how it's supposed to work.
No, your father sells you to him. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You get the money and the girl.
What? Is that
I
how
know.
that works?
You ain't getting nothing from me.
And you know what? That's perfectly
the
fine.
man. From what I understood is the man's supposed to give your family the dowry. That way, if anything happens to the man, you're taken care of.
Oh, that
Makes
makes
sense to me.
sense. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Anyway.
I have life insurance, so it's fine.
The reunion will definitely be interesting. That's coming out this Friday, so I'm excited to see it. So
Me too.
we don't even know. No, yeah. So the dowry comes with the female, is paid for by the female's family. Her husband receives it whenever she is given to him.
It's an old English marriage process.
Ooh.
Custom. There you go.
It's not only money; it could also be property.
Or
Yes.
pigs or cows or goats or yeah.
Because in the olden days, women could own property. So
Damn
We
dowry.
we came with the property, living.
So my question for y'all is, what do y'all think is going to be the big surprise at the reunion? Like, is somebody going to show up with somebody? or is somebody going to show up pregnant or
I want to
divorced?
see Shayna and Shane show up together. I think that would be so scandalous and salacious.
Natalie better
But
kick
again,
Shayna's ass. And
They do that. It's probably going to be the
producer.
producers making them do that. Because Shane's said in a couple of places that he and Shayna are cordial with each other, but they're not exactly friends.
Shayna has also said that she's embarrassed by her behavior and that she regrets that time.
She regrets that people found out. That's what she means here. Let's be honest.
Her conversation at the beach is what fucked her over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
But
fake
again,
relationship, bro?
Natalie,
Fiance.
when Natalie said no, she's like, I just don't want to get married, but we can still date. So
Yeah.
Thank you, Leon.
I see them showing up together at least.
Oh, I hope not.
We'll see.
Oh, that was a good stretch. Ooh,
I know my neck popped.
my back popped. Ooh.
Hey, Witty Leon, welcome in.
Leon, what's up?
I hope there's some drama, but I also hope there's some happy endings. So
Yeah.
Absolutely. I really hope that Jarrett and Ayana were able to work past how the proposal went down, and I hope they're talking more.
Yeah. And he's made those changes too that they were talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, I never would have proposed a proposal if Peach hadn't turned me down first.
Yeah, sorry. I couldn't do it. I was already engaged to Norma. You know this. You were there.
I wasn't in the equation. Okay, so just so you know, if something happens to me, look at these two.
I think it would be really interesting if for the reunion they had Lauren and Cameron come back too, because we know that they've probably had the most successful relationship of the first season. So if they come to the reunion and they kind of feel and suss out, I think that would add a whole new level to it.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Netflix is throwing out a lot of things just to see which one would stick. And I really enjoyed Love is Blind and The Circle. Even when we were watching some things, I was like, alert!
We got an alert.
And they have it in every country. So I've seen it. Love is Blind, Japan, Brazil, Spain, I think. They're all over.
Yeah, I caught a little bit of the Japanese one. I didn't actually watch it, just the trailer, but I did see the Brazil one last night or the night before, whenever we were scrolling through our services.
See, there's a Japanese show that Snickerbass always tells me to watch called Love and Leashes. It's a little weird.
We don't kink shame here, okay?
we don't kink shame, but we'll look at you questioningly, really? That's your kink?
We're here to listen, not to judge.
Yeah, we watched the trailer for it, and it's this, I think Japanese or maybe Korean guy. He finally asked this girl, will you be my dom? And they're in a sub and dom relationship where...
And she's like, what's a dom? So it's
It has that awkwardness to it.
It's the reverse 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dom, dominant, sub, subordinate. Yeah. BDSM rules.
I think that's kind of interesting. I was actually reading this post, I think it was from BuzzFeed, talking about sugar babies. And these girls who
Puzzled.
go on all these websites to find rich, old, lonely men with old man balls. It's basically
Old
an
man
escort
balls.
service.
Yeah.
And some of them are living their
5-year plan.
Pay my bills.
So yeah, I mean, these girls, they make so much money, and one girl was talking about being a sugar baby. She's like, yeah, sometimes I I walk my guy on a leash, and he paid for my education, he paid for my house, my car, and I have an investment now and like a whole side hustle entrepreneur. So she's like, once he dies, I will just quit it altogether. And I was like, damn. Good for you.
So what
loyalty right there.
As long as both parties are happy at the end of the day, what's wrong?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's an interesting lifestyle, but not for everybody, but that's your life. You do it. You live it to the fullest.
You do you, baby girl.
I knew someone who did that for a while. Holy shit.
Hey, you said you wouldn't tell nobody.
Oh, sorry. Well,
I've been trying to get Crazy signed up for the sugar baby sites.
Hey, old ladies need love too, okay? They just gotta pay.
Support our lifestyle.
There's another thing
when they
about
pop the dentures out, I'm sold.
Yuck!
God.
Well, that wraps up another great episode, and don't forget to join our amazing and supportive community on Discord.
In our Discord, you can find game nights, watch parties, food pics, Dungeons and Dragons, and more. What's not to love about that? We have a little something for everyone. Head over to our website, officialmillennials.com, and you'll find more info, especially our featured gamer of the week.
Speaking of something for everyone, we have a book club. We read a book almost every month and talk through it together. We also have a special perk for our subs to discuss other books in a series called Chapter 2.
Don't forget to swing by YouTube and drop us a follow at Official Millennials. You can also find us on Twitter at MillsOfficial. We appreciate all the support, and y'all have a good one.
This is an Official Millennials production.